JavaScript, how many categories divided, how many parts divided? What is the first one? Language basics. Second one, client side JavaScript. Third one, server side JavaScript. Okay. Language basics, client side JavaScript, server side JavaScript. Language basics already completed. Client side JavaScript you are learning. For that, first concept I explained DOM. DOM full form. Online students, is my voice is clear? Online students? Online student, just respond in chat box. Okay. Sai Teja, that may be your side, you check it. Only 1%, 2% means problem your side only. See. DOM. DOM full form, document object model. Okay. That HTML DOM created by web browser whenever HTML document is loaded into browser memory. So DOM tree created, the DOM tree you can access with a JavaScript. To access through JavaScript, document object required. The document object we are going to use. Some methods, properties are given. But till you didn't listen. See, till I didn't explain about objects. I didn't explain about functions, methods, arrays. These all I didn't explain. Directly I started DOM. Okay. That introduction I'll give, then I'll start again functions, methods, arrays, objects, then with examples, parallelly both I'll explain. Okay, like that I'll cover. See, I given some methods. First method, what I given? Document dot get element by ID. This is one method I given. No? Here what will pass? ID. Document dot get element by ID. Here will pass some ID. Okay. If it is matched, you'll get the element. Now, second one, what I given? Document dot get elements by tag name. Here, name of the tag will write tag name. Okay. Next, document dot get elements by class name. Here, what will write? Class name. Okay. Now, these three related to HTML. Two more are there. Document dot query selector. This method is there. Here, CSS you can apply. Like selector you have to write. Selector. Now, fifth one, document dot query selector all. Here also selector you have to write like this. Now, note on the following methods of document object. The following methods of document object can be accessed the following methods of document object can be accessed to find the element to perform some operations on elements. The Following methods of document object can be accessed to find the elements to perform some operations on elements. Uh, it is used to find the element based on the value of ID attribute. It is used to find the element based on the value of ID attribute. It is used to find the elements based on tag name. It is used to find the elements based on the value of class attribute. So last class only theory I given. On program also didn't give. Notes I didn't give. No, I was shown practically, but I didn't give. I'll give here today. The following methods are methods of document object. The following methods of document object can be accessed to find the elements to perform some operations on elements. First one, document dot get element by ID. It is used to find the element based on the value of ID attribute. It is used to find the elements based on tag name. It is used to find the elements based on the value of class attribute. Note down. So whatever I started last class, that class onwards up to end, it is important. It is most important. Okay, you have to concentrate. But till I didn't explain what is object, what is method, this all I have to explain. Just one example I'll give, then I'll start that method explanation, class explanation, object explanation, function explanation, I'll cover. With that, you'll get a more clarity. So to understand DOM, one example I'll give present. The following methods of document object can be accessed to find the elements to perform some operation on elements. It is used to find the first element of specified selector. It is used to find the all elements of specified selector. So with CSS also we can find. With HTML we can find. With CSS we can find. It is used to find all elements. Here, find first element. Is it over? See, you studied already selectors, CSS selectors. How many categories of selectors? How many categories? 5. What are those? Simple selectors, grouping selectors, pseudo selectors, attribute selectors, combinator selectors. Simple selectors, how many are there? 3. What are those? Element selector, ID selector, class selector. ID selector, if you want to write, one ID attribute will write. That ID attribute will write, no, the value will be there. That value will apply for selector. ID class attribute is there. The value will write for selector. Element selector means element name only will write. Here, based on tag name means you can use this. ID means this one. ID will be only once we use. That's what element. Here elements. Here elements. Class multiple also we can use. This method name you observe get element by ID. Here get elements by tag name. It get elements by class name. Tags many times you can use. Class many times you can use. ID one time. That one element only comes. Here query selector. It is you can apply for multiple also, single also. But if you apply to multiple, first element. See, here it is used to find the first element of specified selector. It is used to find all the elements. It is used to find all the elements of specified selector. Okay. Now here first element comes. Here all the elements comes. Okay. Now here selector, that can be ID selector or element selector or query selector or group selector, whatever selector. Now many are there, one comes kind of element. Here many are there, all comes, all the elements of specified selector. These 5 methods how to use, I'll explain. Some properties I given. How many properties? What are those? In HTML, property. Record now. The following properties are used to change the content, comma, attribute, value, style. The following properties are used to change the content, attribute, value, and style. First one, element dot inner HTML equal to new value, new content. It is used to change the content. Element dot attribute equal to new value. It is used to change the value of attribute. Element dot style dot property equal to property value. It is used to change the CSS style. The following properties are used to change the content, attribute value, and style. Is it over? Uh, 5 methods, 3 properties. Okay. I think some more properties also given methods. Adding element are given. Adding, appending. No. These actually last class I given 3 methods and 3 properties. Any other? No. Event listeners. Event listeners I didn't give. Okay. That we will see later. Event listeners while teaching events I'll cover. And adding new element, those all everything I'll explain. Just practically you see first of all, these all you should for understanding purpose, object required, method required, properties, these all required. Element required, these all concepts required, arrays required, objects required, methods required. These all I didn't explain till. Okay. Practically just I'll show you. After that I'll start one by one, very depth. So examples I didn't give, observe. Notes I didn't given. Just I have shown what JavaScript can do in client side. That is I have shown. Now don't write, just listen. Just listen, don't write. Up to here over, writing is over. Now, last class, how many methods I given total? 3. So here now present 2 added. Okay. Properties 3. Other methods I didn't give. Check it. Not there. Only 5. 3 plus 3. Okay. Adding element, adding attribute, add appending child, not given. Okay. Now, first, after finishing of this one, only those will see better. You observe these methods, these attributes, properties, everything. Listen with concentration. Listen with concentration. Listen with concentration. File open demo.html. Now you observe, listen with more concentration. Okay, these all present. I'm not going to give a notes. Later I'll cover, because one concept I would explain. Practically, if you see, you'll understand the importance of JavaScript. That purpose I'm giving. Here, the following methods of document object can be accessed to find the elements to perform some operations on elements. Now, here what I'll do is H1 HTML, one more H1 CSS, one more H1 JS. Let this written. Now, file, save. In this program, any CSS code is there? No. Any JavaScript code is there? No. We have only HTML. This program, if I run, you see, C drive demo.html. It is HTML. There is no CSS code. There is no JavaScript code. Only HTML code is there. Okay. Now, here what I'll do, here total how many H1 elements are there? 3. 3 H1 elements are there. Here I'll write something ID equal to test. I'll write. For this one ID I written. Okay. Now, here you see the JavaScript. What JavaScript can do, just observe. The following methods. The following methods. But what is method? Till I didn't explain. Of document object. What is object? Till I didn't explain. What is method? I didn't explain. What is object? I didn't explain. Just I am going to show client-side JavaScript. Then object, very depth I'll give. Method, very depth I'll give. Then events, very depth I'll give. Then I'll combine all. Then HTML, CSS, JavaScript I'll combine. Okay. The following methods of document object can be accessed to find the elements, to perform some operation on elements. Here, total how many H1 elements are there? 3. 3 H1 elements are there. I want to find the element to perform some operation. For that, 5 methods are there. First method, this method if you want to use, ID required. Okay. Here, ID I written. Now, this method, this element, on this element, I want to perform some operation. On this element, I want to perform some operation. Many operations are there. What are the operations are there? We can change the content. That is one operation. We can change this attribute. Suppose here something align. Align equal to left. Now, even whether you write attribute or not, you can add also. Now, first of what my task is, I want to change the content here. Now, what is there? HTML. I want to display hypertext markup language through JavaScript. I want to change this attribute value, center. I want to change this style. This color black is there. I want to change red color. So, you can change the content. You can change the attribute value. You can change the style. But if you want to change, first of all, you required which element you want to change. This H1 required. But there are how many H1s? 3. This H1 required. This H1 how to find ID. That is one way. Okay. Now, here, the following method, this is one method. Object, document object. This one, what we can do, we can find the element to perform some operation. Which operation? You can create new attribute. You can add listener. You can add events. So you can do so many things. You can do so many things. Okay. Now, on this element data, on this element, if you want to perform operation, operations many are there. One operation changing the content, one operation changing the attribute value, one more operation to change the style, one more operation you can add new element, one more operation you can add remove existed element, one more operation you can create new attribute. Like this, so many are there operations. If you want to perform, first of all, this element required. To find that element, we are going to use method get element by ID. Okay. Now, if you want to write the code, JavaScript code, which tag required? Script required. The script tag, where will write? Can I write in head tag? Yes or no? Yes. Body tag? Yes. Now, if you write after writing this HTML, it is better to apply. Now, style open, script open, script close. Here. Now, already you have seen this output. This is file save. If I run, this output we got it. Okay. HTML, CSS, JS. Now, HTML place, I want to display hypertext markup language. Okay. Now, here we have to find out that element. This element we have to find out through this method. Now, the method is present in document object. So, what you have to write? See, document dot get element by ID. What is ID name? Test. It returns one element. The element you have to store in variable. Variables how will declare? Let something let x equal to. Let x equal to. This x nothing but element. That which element? H1. That H1 x. That H1 only we are accessing with x. X dot inner HTML. This is inner HTML. Whatever you write the content, that is inner HTML equal to new content. Hypertext markup language. Now, if I run this program, see, file, save. If I run, output hypertext markup language comes. Document, yeah. Now, file, save. If I run, see, here HTML was there. I changed it to hypertext markup language through JavaScript. Now, here what is X now? Element. Which element? H1. Now, instead of this, you write element. It is more better. Convenient way. Element. Now, that variable name, element I am writing. You can write. Okay. Now, file, save. If I run, this is the output. Say, there are how many H1s? 3. I found this H1 through ID. Through ID, I selected. Okay. Through ID attribute, I selected this H1. That H1 content I changed. This is one operation I did. But this operation, if you want to do, actually, like this not required. Like this, if you write, instead of writing here this much code, directly you can write here hypertext markup language better, no? Got a point? Okay. Now, instead of writing this JavaScript code, directly here only write hypertext markup language, then this concept is not required. Okay. Now, actually, when I place the mouse pointer, required. When I place the mouse pointer here, then full form. When I place the mouse pointer outside, short form. Or when I click the button, required. User interaction required. With user interaction, you want to change the content. In that situation, JavaScript. For that, event handling required. But event handling, I would explain. Here, object I would explain. Method I would explain. This is actually JavaScript role. Okay. Now, suppose like this, you can find the element, you can change the content. This one here, not only that one, you observe. Element dot attribute name is align equal to new value center. Now you observe. Okay. But now this is also, instead of writing this total JavaScript, here only center you can write, no? Actually not like that. When I click the button, suppose here some options I'll give. Left button, right button, center button I'll write. Suppose left, center, here right. Now, when I click this one, this should be left side. When I click this one, it should be center. If I click right side. Okay. Like that, you can create one button. You can create some themes also. When you click, theme is going to be applied. Like nothing but your mobile, so many themes will be there. No, you'll apply, no. Dynamically, you'll interact, no. That interaction possible with JavaScript. Dynamically, your user interface you can change. So your all mobile apps, one type icons appears. Those all apps, can you change or not? Apps icons, you can change, no. That is user interaction. You are interacting, you are going to change. Like that, after executing program, you can change. That purpose JavaScript. Dynamic behavior you can attach. So your executed program, you got an output. After getting output also you can change. That is user interaction. That is called dynamic behavior. That purpose JavaScript. Only directly if you want content, HTML possible, CSS possible. Dynamic interaction. User can apply according to his requirement. One person likes background color green. Suppose you observe here. Here what I'll write? BG color. I'll write red. This is I given. This is background color. Okay. This program executed running a red color. Suppose one person, same website he likes this website, but only his intention background is not good. He wants to change. You have to give a chance to user to change. That is JavaScript. Now, this website content everyone likes. Okay. But one person, he doesn't like this color. He wants to change. You can. Content you already liked, but color you don't want. You can change. You are giving a freedom to user to change. Now, here, suppose you observe google.com and here HTML tutorial. Suppose here these colors you are getting. These colors you are getting. Suppose you don't want this color. You want some yellow color, red color. If any option is there, you can change. No. Present option not there for this website. Some websites options will be there. No. You can change dynamically. Okay. Suppose example, your WhatsApp background color you can change. No. Like that. they are giving a chance means you can change. It is not possible to change means not possible. If you provide that facility, they can change. Suppose here, this background color, you want to give a permission to change. You can change. That is dynamic behavior. So here, this color dynamically user wants to change. You provide that facility. How to provide? Through JavaScript. He likes this content, but he doesn't like this color. You give a permission to change. One person may likes red, one person, you two members not listening class. Already I told you JavaScript, most important last class onwards. Okay. Now, if you want to provide this facility, how to provide? Provide buttons, provide events, call methods, then it works. That type I'm going to show. But you should understand what is object, what is method, what is array, what is class, these all required. Okay. Now, you observe. Here, if you want to change the content, now element we got it. This is the element. Now, here how many H1 elements? 3. Here how many we got? How many? 1. This is we got it. This content if you want to change, what will write? Inner HTML equal to new content. Hypertext markup language. Okay, like this you can write. You can change the content. Content changed. If you want to change the attribute value, suppose align attribute is there. I want to change. Align equal to center. Now then content centered. Now content not changed, attribute value changed. If you want to change the style, color you want to display, style dot color equal to red. See, style. Now, even if you don't write any content, now dynamically you want to provide the content. That is also possible. See, present empty, but you can provide inner HTML. HTML dynamically. See, previously it was not there. Now here empty. Even empty also we can add content. Here this attribute is not there, but I want to add. Possible. Suppose here content is there, attribute value not there. Now what we have to write? Align equal to center. So I'll align attribute also not there, but I'm using. There's style also not there. See, style also not there. I'm using. Style also not there. So event does not exist. You can add. Okay. Suppose you studied one example. This is you studied input type equal to file. This is studied, no? File. Then what will happen? Here you will write something. Select the file. Select the file to upload. Upload. One button comes. You have seen already. Button label what it comes? Choose file. Choose file comes, no? Input type equal to file. File form field. Choose file. Later, you'll click one file selected, that is uploaded. Suppose you want to user one more file you want to upload. You have to ask here one option. Here you can provide. Do you want to add? Do you want to upload one more file? Now you can give one option. Here one yes button, one no button. Now yes button, no button. Okay. Do you want to upload one more file? User clicks yes. Then same thing one more time should display. Again, user clicks yes, one more time. One more time. But in HTML, how many times written? One time. But when you click S button, one more time comes. If you click no button, it will not come. But how it is possible? JavaScript. That is JavaScript. That is JavaScript. That is dynamic interaction. Now, input type equal to file one time only written. But user may upload one file or two files or five files or 100 files. You have to provide that. Suppose with HTML only, if you return five files written. One user uploads only one file. Remaining 4 buttons wasted. No? Suppose user may upload 6 buttons, 6 files. Then not possible. If you write more than that, buttons wasted. If you don't write, not possible to upload more than that. But these all how it is possible? JavaScript. That is a role of JavaScript. That is a role of JavaScript. That is you are going to learn client-side JavaScript. Okay. User, you have to provide the facility to user. User should dynamically can interact with that web page. That purpose client-side JavaScript. Okay. Now, this is one way to find the element. One more way. Second, what is there? See, get elements by tag name. Get elements by tag name. See, what you can do is here. All you can find out. All. Let elements. Many comes. Okay, this is X also you can write. Not a problem. X equal to document dot get elements by tag name. Element name is H1. Now it is nothing but collection of elements. It is not one element. Total how many are there? 3. Now 3 comes. 3. For this, one arrays concept required. Arrays. I have to explain arrays also. Okay. Arrays, array index begins with 0. Like this X of 0 dot inner HTML. See, inner HTML, something hypertext markup language. Okay. X of 1 dot inner HTML. Cascading style sheet. Now X of 2 dot inner HTML equal to JavaScript. Now you observe file save. If I run, totally change. No? Now, like this, you can change the content. Here, if you want different colors, content you don't want to change, but you want to change the attributes, attribute value. Align equal to, suppose you want center. This align, you want right side. This alignment, left side. Already left. Okay, left. See, now what will happen? Dynamically change, like this. Suppose you want different colors. Now what we are write? Dot style dot color equal to red. Next, here what you write? Style dot color green. Okay, colors whatever it may be, leave it. Concentrate. Style dot color blue. Now you observe this JavaScript. Now actually no need to write like this with the dynamic interaction required. Okay. Like this, one more way to find the elements. One more way, class name. If you want to find the elements with class name, what we have to write? Class. Class, something test. Here, class test. Then if I call, suppose, if I call get elements by class name, then what we have to write here? What do you write? Test. How many elements comes? 2 comes or 3 comes? 2 because 2. Now here x of 0 dot align center. X of 1 align left, right. See. Now here 3 methods you have seen. Get element by ID, get elements by tag name, get elements by class name. When we have to use first one, when we have to use second one, when we have to use third one. Based on ID means get element by ID. Based on tag name means based on class name means class. That is okay. But when ID required, when element required, when tag class required, you studied in CSS, no? When will you use ID? Only one element, unique style to element. Then one only. Then ID. When we'll go for class? Multiple. When we'll go for tag name? All. Same element, all. So one means ID. More than one means class. All means element. Tag name. Okay. Suppose already in your program CSS is there, or without CS also selector if you write, possible. Query selector all. Here suppose this program only, if you write here get here just query selector, but here selector type you have to write dot. This is called selector, no? If class is there, then query selector if you write only first one comes, first one only comes. Like this 0 you cannot write. Now x dot align center, like this. That is only. Selector all if you write selector all, then all comes. Then what you can do? X of 0, x of 1 align right, like this. So here first of all you required elements. For getting elements, total how many ways? 5. These 5 ways. After that, if you want to change, what we have? Inner HTML attribute style, three properties. Now present you remember 5 methods. You remember these 3 properties. Now I'll show you functions, events, objects, arrays, collections. Then complete real-time JavaScript appears. Okay. Now, first of all, if you want to learn DOM tree, objects, methods, arrays, collections, these all required. So I'll start with functions. Note on functions. First, you should know these all. One by one, I'll explain. Functions. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as function. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as function. See, statements if we group together, that is called function. A group of statements into a single logical unit is called as function. Function is not called automatically. Function must be called explicitly. after defining it. Function is not called automatically. Function must be called explicitly after defining it. You have to define, after that you have to call. To define a function, we use function keyword in JavaScript. To define a function, we use function keyword in JavaScript. To define a function, we use function keyword in JavaScript. Okay. Advantages of functions. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. Advantages of functions. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. Advantages of functions. First one, modularity. Second one, reusability. See, in other languages, different terminology we are calling. Some language we are calling functions, some language we are calling methods, like that we are calling. But JavaScript, functions are there, methods are there. What's the difference? I'll show you. Functions are there, methods are there in JavaScript. But in Java language, only methods are there. Functions not there. See, Python is there. Python functions are there, methods are there. Both are there. Inside a class, method. Outside the class, function. That's it. Here, a group of statements into a single logical unit is called as function. Statements if we group together. Suppose just now I written let x equal to document dot get element by id. After that element dot inner HTML. Two statements I written. Two statements you can group together as a one separate unit. That is called function. If you write like that, it is not called automatically. You must call after defining. Then what will happen? N number of times you can call. Then reusability comes. Task is divided into number of pieces. Modularity comes. Your task you can divide into number of pieces. That is nothing but modularity. Then maintaining code, developing code becomes easy. Easy to update, easy to maintain. Suppose one project means only one program will be there. No. One project will divide into many files. Each file will divide into many modules. Each module you can update. If you write separate, easily you can update, easily you can maintain. That is the reason we'll go for functions. We'll provide the modularity for your code. Suppose instead of writing 1,000 lines in a one program, which are required again and again repeatedly, that code will write in separate module. That is called modularity. You can reuse those two benefits. Okay. But if you want to define a function keyword required in JavaScript. Okay. Now it is not called automatically unless you call. It is not called. We have to call. How to call? I'll show you. Next, functions are used to perform the task. Functions are used to perform the task. Functions are used to perform the task. If you want to perform any task, functions are used to perform the task. If you want to perform any task, the task code we have to write inside the function. Inside the function you have to write. Okay. Now, here about functions, this is generally functions are divided into 4 categories. in every programming language. Now, note down. Generally, functions are divided into four categories. Generally, functions are divided into four categories. First one, functions with arguments and with return value. Second one, functions with arguments and without return value. Functions with arguments and with return value, functions with arguments and without return value, functions without argument and with return value, functions without arguments and without return value. Functions are used to perform the task. Generally, functions are divided into four categories. Functions with arguments and with return value, functions with arguments and without return value, functions without arguments and with return value, functions without arguments and without return value. Even if you are familiar with functions in other languages, JavaScript functions are different style. Syntax is somewhat different. Function keyword we use here. But you can understand with other language, JavaScript, nothing appears. If you are familiar with other language. Now, first category. Directly I'll give examples because already you are learning other language. Other language, very depth you will learn these all. Functions with arguments and with return value. Functions with arguments and with return value. Directly I'll give example, it is better instead of syntax, all those things. Example, note. Functions with arguments and with return value. How will write function? You observe. See, this whatever I explained, almost in Java, C#, Python, same no? The theory part. See, functions with arguments and with return value. I'll open here. Is it over? Writing is over. Say, now, like this, here, function name, suppose add a comma b, you can write. Now, here, function keyword, function name, two arguments. Okay. Now, return a plus b. I'll write file save. If I run, no output unless you call. Now, here function is a keyword to define a function. Function name is add. It takes two parameters. It returns result. If you want to call, here return a plus b. A plus b returns. So let x equal to function name add two numbers you can pass. Now document dot write x, file save. See, 127. Now actually further writing addition of two numbers, finding maximum of two, these are not required in JavaScript. That just now I shown the code, that code will write in function. Just now I shown document dot get element by ID. That type of code will write in function. This function I'll apply to button. When button is clicked, it is called. That is the reason I explained starting that one. Whatever I written code, that code I'll write inside the function. This is applied to button. When button is clicked, this line what I'll do, I won't write here. That is button I'll apply. When button is clicked, this is executed. This is executed means this is called. Inside what will write? Document dot get element by ID, get element by tag name, that is will write. That's what. This part very quickly I'll finish. One example enough. Okay. Now function name. After that, two parameters. Return the value. The value here. Here add 3493. What will happen? 34 copied in A. 93 copied in B. 34 plus 93 return. Return value copied in X. That X printed. That is only 127. Okay. Try this example. So actually further we won't write this type of programs to understand. To understand one simple program. Again, here also I am strong number, perfect number, finding maximum, minimum, these all if you write, then no difference between Java, JavaScript, Python, these all. JavaScript style you have to learn. Here, what will happen? See, this code not executed automatically. Okay. Function is not called automatically until unless you call. I called here. If I write like this, what will happen? This 34 and 93 copied in A and B. This is copied here. 34 copied in A, 93 copied in B. Written A plus B. It is copied in X. Then 127 printed. Okay. So line number 4, 5, 6, 7 not executed automatically. Whenever line number 8 executed, then fourth line started execution. If you don't write line number 8, 4, 5, 6, 7 not executed until unless you call. So line number 8 executed first. Right side executed. Add 34, 93. 34 copied in A, 93 copied in B. Then result copied in X. That X printed. Okay. Like this executed. These two lines, if you don't write, will you get any output? No. Okay. This is first program, functions. Next class we'll see continuation. I'm leaving out of session. Monday also no class. We'll see continue. Next class on Tuesday. Monday I'm not coming. Next class on Tuesday. So Monday, no class. Next class on Tuesday. Sudhir, yesterday notes. Yesterday I didn't come. I didn't take class. Karthik. At a time we can change, but 3 lines you are right. Rohit. Yeah, I'll share. Sudhir. Thursday class notes. Okay, I'll upload. Rajender. 10 to 50, 15 sessions, 10 to 15 days. Suraj. Starting program. This is only today. One program only I given. Gangadhar. Yeah, that is only definitely that is only I'll explain. Harshini. Thank you. Elia. 15 days record. Rohit, I'll share. Suraj, I'll explain. I'll explain. I'll share notes. Raj, 23rd notes I didn't share. Okay, I'll share. One more ninth or something. One more class also missed. I'll share. Shivam, inside a class is called method. Gunashekar. This is web related. Photoshop is standalone. Photoshop is standalone. It is web related, internet related. For that, VB.NET they'll use. VC++ they'll use. Sandhya, class notes, Thursday class notes, I'll share. Thursday, 2 classes missed, I think, notes, I'll share. Swakib, yeah, data types we won't mention here. No return type. Mohammed Hassan, yeah, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, I'll combine. Those only many projects type. Mosum, PDF files, okay. Gopi, Gopi Chan, 15 days required. Uh, Guru Charan, advanced Java batch, maybe December second week or first week will be there. First week or second week, definitely it will be there. Rushikesh, bootstrap, new batch, not yet decided. Grishma, 15 days required to complete. Shivam, advanced Java duration, 2.5 months required. Srikar, block of code if you write function name required to call. Otherwise, anonymous function you can use. Grishma, if you are Java student, go for React.js. Guru Charan, up to exception handling required for learning advanced Java. Rishikesh, Python student. Python student in your curriculum, what is there? Angular is there or React is there? Full stack Python? Uh, Full stack Python content is there, no? In that Angular, go for Angular. .NET people, Python people go for Angular. Java people go for React. We'll see continuation on Tuesday. Yeah, you can learn. Rishikesh, you can learn. If you are interested, React.js, you can learn. Present market is React.js. Baji Patan. If you want your Java student, no, better to go for React.js. Rishikesh, don't see easy. Don't see easy. Anything depends on practicing only. Any other doubts? We'll see continuation on Tuesday.